Like all kids, I wanted friends and someone to talk to. I wanted to feel like I belonged.
Our job through Champions Together is to inspire not just IHSAA athletes, but all students to be more inclusive, to bring in students with intellectual disabilities into their classes, into their extracurricular activities. It's a challenge to all schools to change their culture and bring all students together.
They looked at me differently. They treated me differently. They made fun of the way I spoke, and they thought it was funny how I walked. They told me to do stuff, and I would do it, even though I knew they were just being mean to me. They did things like ask out girls so they could laugh at me. They dared me to see how much food I would eat.
Mitch, our speaker today, was the high school kid that would walk the hallways with his head down and would also basically be invisible. We began unified sports in the Champions Together program at our school, and that next year he was high-fiving his teammates, he was being recognized, he wasn't invisible anymore. And so that feeling of inclusion and just feeling that you're involved in being a part of something was important for him, and it's important for someone who's of that teenage years as you go through high school.
They bullied me, but I wanted to hang out with them because I just wanted to belong. Once a so-called friend ditched me on a golf course and left me alone in the freezing cold and snow. He said he would be right back, so I waited. I didn't know where he was or how to get home. My mom was looking all over for me and couldn't find me. I finally found my way to a school, and someone called my mom. They made themselves feel good at my expense. I kind of brought it to Noblesville, I like to say. I brought the inclusion movement to my school, but with a lot of help and support of mentoring and from my Lee, who was here yesterday, and Craig, just being so funny sometimes and opening me up. It's always a great time, and these opportunities just come and go, like being the Grand Marshal of the Indy 500 and just being myself and allowing others to see what it means to respect others.
The banner was conceived by the IHSA Student Advisory Committee as a way of rewarding exemplary schools. Exemplary work in 4 areas, and that is inclusive leadership, and it's got to be run by students. This is not designed to be more work for a principal or an athletic director, but to be student run. The second thing is that if you have a small group that's really committed to this, we want them to find a way to take this to the entire school. And your kids did that last year with an R-word campaign, which is trying to get rid of the R-word, which is so hurtful. Third thing they did was they instituted some unified sports where we have students with both intellectual disabilities and without disabilities together.
So one thing that we hope to accomplish in the future is a unified track team. In the works, we've also talked about maybe doing a unified basketball game, not necessarily a team, but a game. And we're hoping to talk about doing a unified dance with the student body and students from Champions Together.
When I first heard about this, I said, "Are you lying to me? You mean I'm able to run with my friends and get to run for my school?" Unified track was like a dream.
We've done a lot of funding for the Special Olympics, and we've also changed a lot of kids' lives, and you can just see it on their faces.
It has made me appreciate life more. You know, these kids face challenges every day. They get bullied, they are talked about, people tell them they can't do things. So it has just made me appreciate life more and appreciate the things that I have, and to be more patient with other people because, you know, it's a cruel world out there, so there's no reason to not be nice to people and to not love people and make them feel that they belong.
There is a big difference between my old friends and new friends. My new friends are loving, believing, and trusting. Our team stuck together. They had my back. Unified track and champions together has changed them and changed me.